or welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today's video is going to be the written budget for the third week in the month of January. So we have the paycheck that my husband will receive on January 19th. And in addition to that, we also have the paycheck that I will receive from YouTube on January 21st. So we're going to just go ahead today and write out the budget together. The last couple of weeks I have been combining my written budget and my cash envelope stuffing into just one video. This week I am not going to be able to do that. I'm not going to be able to get to the bank and stuff these cash envelopes until probably Thursday. And I like to have my budget videos posted sooner than that, so instead of combining the two of them, I'm just going to do the written budget in one video, and then the cash envelope stuffing will be a second video this week. This is how I did it all throughout 2020, so I don't think you guys will mind. So yeah, let's just get started. So I'm going to start out here in the income section. You guys know I don't show my husband's income, so this will be his third paycheck. But I do tend to show you guys what I earn from YouTube, because if it were not for you all watching these videos, I would not have any income come in from YouTube. So I do tend to share what I make on YouTube just because I really appreciate all of you watching. So this paycheck that I'm expecting from YouTube is all of the income that I earned in the month of December. And you guys, this was by far the best month I have ever had here on YouTube. December tends to be a little bit higher income-wise because all of the ads that play, you know, the advertisers pump a lot of money into their ads during December, right around Christmas time. Plus, I posted a ton of videos in December with my Vlogmas series, so I was super, super excited when I realized that I am expecting a check from YouTube for $460.92. That's amazing. I have never made even close to that before, so I am so excited about that. Thank you all so much for watching my videos, for watching the ads, every time you click the like button, every time you comment. If you see my video as recommended and you click it, all of that really, really helps my channel to grow. It helps YouTube to see that you guys like my content, so they will continue to share my content using their algorithm. And I'm really, really happy with this income. Of course, this is gross income. I do need to pull out my own taxes. They do not withhold taxes for you. You have to do that on your own. So I won't be able to spend all of this money, but even so, that's a huge amount, way more than I ever expected to earn here on YouTube, and it's all thanks to you guys. So thank you so much. All right. Now we can start moving into writing out this budget. So we're going to start out with this bills section, and I write under this bills section anything that's getting paid through my debit card or my checking account. So this is all money that will come directly from my account. It's not anything I pull out in cash. I write that under these other various categories. So this will be any bills that I pay through my debit card. It's also my groceries, because I do my groceries using the Walmart pickup service. And anything else, essentially, that I'm just going to leave that money in my bank account and pay it out that way. So we're starting out with groceries. And for groceries, I'm going to cheat a little because I actually already did my grocery shopping. And so I know that I have gone over budget a little bit. I typically will budget $150 a week for grocery and household items. These last couple of weeks I have only given myself like a $75 budget because I'm trying to buy less and use more of what I have, but this week I had a ton of snack items that I wanted to buy. I really wanted to stock up on foods for my husband's lunches, and so I went in to the grocery shopping experience knowing I was going to spend about $150. So our typical budget, and I actually went above and beyond that. So had I filmed this budget before I did my shopping, I would have budgeted $150. And then when I did my budget results video, I would have come back and said, oh, okay, I was over budget. I spent, $162 or whatever. But because I'm filming this budget after I did the shopping, I'm just going to budget a little bit more. So this is technically cheating. You guys can call me out if you want, but we're going to budget $165 this week, just so that I don't have to write in red pen at the end of the week when I do my budget results video. All right. Next up, we have my Lowe's card. This is a minimum payment on this card. We are actively trying to pay down our debt. It is our goal to be credit card debt free by the end of the year, so to pay off all of these credit cards throughout 2021. And the way that we do that is we pay the minimum payments on all of our cards, and then we focus on paying extra payments towards just one card at a time using the debt snowball method. So right now we are working on a Discover card. We are throwing as much extra money as we can towards that card, and the rest of the cards we are paying minimum payments to. So for the Lowe's card, the minimum payment comes in every month around $95, so that is what I'm going to budget for that. Next up, I have car insurance. Car insurance is probably going to change in the next month or so. My son turned 18. He's going to be getting on his own insurance policy. So he's going to be paying his car insurance. So that is, of course, going to take our car insurance payment down a little bit since he is taking care of his kind of portion of the car insurance, whereas we were paying that before. So for now, we're going to budget $150, but I anticipate that this will go down a little bit. Not $150, I'm sorry, $250. Trying to have very wishful thinking there. So for now it'll be $250, but hopefully next month this will come down a little bit. All right, next up we have my husband's motorcycle insurance, and this is something else that we are going to be seeing changes to, I think. My husband has a motorcycle, but he never ever rides the motorcycle. We've had full coverage on it for years, and it's been sitting in storage for the last year and a half. He has not ridden it. So I think we are going to actually remove the insurance on it, and he's going to look into selling it maybe, or even if he keeps it and just keeps it in storage. The motorcycle itself is not worth a whole lot. It's an older vehicle, and like I said, he's not really riding it, so it doesn't need to be insured right now. So for now, we're going to pay the $35, but next month, this may be something that goes away from our budget. We will see. We're trying to make some little changes here and there to lower our overall costs. All right. So if I am not mistaken, that is everything that we're going to pay this week. Nope, I am mistaken. I almost forgot our car payment. That would be no good. So we are going to make our car payment this week as well. It's for our Subaru Forester, and we are going to budget $390 for that. So I'm going to pull in my calculator, and we're going to add this up. So we have 165 plus 95 plus 250 plus 35 plus 390. It's $935 in bills this week. And now we are going to move on to cash envelopes. So our cash envelope categories are pretty much always the same. This is the money that we pull out in cash to spend throughout the week. We anticipate spending all of this money It's not like sinking funds. Sinking funds is money that we save up each week or each month to use at a later time. The cash envelope money is money we anticipate being spent this week. So, first up we have my husband's spending money, and we are going to give him $40 this week. We also have my spending money, which is also going to be $40 this week. We, in addition to that, are going to put in a line item for my son, Austin. He, as he has gotten older, has been given more and more opportunities to help out around the house, to earn sort of like an allowance, to earn his own spending money. He does his basic chores like cleaning his room and that sort of thing, just as kind of being a part of the family unit, but in addition to that, he's given extra chores around the house, things that he wouldn't typically be required to do, that he can do extra to earn an allowance. And so we're going to start giving him that opportunity every week. Used to be we would give him that opportunity just like once or twice a month, but as he's getting older, he wants to have more spending money. He obviously can't go out and get a job of his own just yet, so we're going to help him out by giving him the option to earn some spending money from us. So we're going to offer him about $20 every week for doing some various household chores. So that is something that we are going to be adding to our budget. Next up, we have gas. And for gas, we always budget $40. Next up, we have eating out, and eating out is something that I am going to lower this week. We are going to try to lower the amount of money that we spend on eating out. We will see how it goes. I don't know if this is going to be a mistake or not, but I'm going to try giving us just $25 this week, and we'll see how that goes. And then lastly, I have miscellaneous, and this is something else I'm going to try to lower a little bit this week. We're kind of shifting things around and trying to make some changes. So for miscellaneous, I'm going to give us $25 as well. So let's add this up. Typically, my eating out and my miscellaneous would both be $40, so we're dropping it down by a significant amount. Hopefully, I don't regret this and end up just going like way over that, but we'll see. So we're going to add 40 plus 40. I'm also considering lowering my spending money at some point. For now, I'm going to keep it at 40 just because I don't want to make too many big changes all at once, but I'm considering lowering my spending money as well in the future. Plus 40 plus 25 plus 25 is a total of 190. Is that right? 40, 40, 20, 40, 25, 25. Yes, okay. All right, next up we have sinking funds. And as I mentioned, sinking funds are little mini savings accounts is the way that I look at it. We keep our sinking funds in cash in an accordion folder in our safe, and we have about, 20 sinking funds or so, a little bit less than that, and each of the sinking funds has a tab in my accordion folder, and these are things that we know are coming up, expenses that we know we're going to have money for, but they're things that aren't necessarily super regular, so they're not on a weekly or a monthly basis. Some of them are just like annual things. Some of these things are things like car maintenance, stuff that we know we're going to have money for likely at some point, but it's not like a specific date on a calendar. And so we just save little bits of money here and there throughout the year so that when those things come up, we are ready for them. So we're going to be saving for 5 sinking funds this week, and then I also have a little spot in my accordion folder for my YouTube tax money that we're going to be pulling money out of, my YouTube income to set that aside for when we file our taxes. So the first sinking fund we are saving for is Amazon Prime Our Amazon Prime membership is due for renewal in, I believe, March. So we are saving up little bits of money here and there so that when that rolls around, we have it. And I'm going to put aside $50 for our Amazon Prime membership. Next up, we have birthdays. So we have so far made it through 2 out of 3 of our January birthdays. My oldest son turned 18 on January 8th. My youngest son turned 13 on January 13th. And now the last birthday we have to get through for the month is my husband's. His birthday is January 31st. He will be turning 40 years old, and so we're definitely going to want to have a little at-home celebration for him. I want to make him his favorite cake, which is pineapple upside down cake. Maybe get him a little gift. Create a nice meal for him, anything that he wants. And so we're going to have some money for that. So with Austin's birthday last week, we definitely depleted our birthday sinking fund, so I want to add some more money to it. So we're going to add $50 to the birthday sinking fund this week. Next up, we have campground. My husband and I own a camper, and we keep it at a campground, and we pay just an annual fee to be able to do that and enjoy the camping amenities during the summertime. It's about $1,400, and we pay that every October, so we definitely want to be putting money aside for that here and there throughout the year rather than scrambling to come up with $1,400 all at once in October. So we're going to put $50 into our campground sinking fund as well. Next up, we have car maintenance. Oil changes are inevitable, but also any small car repairs that we're going to need to make. We want to have money set aside for those things. So we're going to put $25 into our car maintenance fund. Next, we have Christmas. Christmas comes every single year, whether you're ready for it or not, and we want to be ready for it. So we are going to put $25 into our Christmas fund. And my kitty decided he wanted to join us. Hi, Sirius. Hi, you're kind of interrupting my video here, dude. Go on, buddy. Go on, buddy. Oh my goodness, he is so cute, you guys. Alright, lastly, we have YouTube. And for YouTube, I set aside 30% of my income. I don't know if that's too much. I don't know if that's too little. We will see. This is actually the first year, 2020 was the first year that I made enough money to even file my taxes. Before that, I was making, you know, like a couple $100s a year. So we'll see how this goes. We're going to be filing our taxes sometime in February, I think, or March. So hopefully I have enough set aside to cover any of the taxes I have to pay. We'll see. So my income was $460.92. That's what I'm expecting. And we're going to multiply that by 30%. So I'm supposed to keep aside $138 to $28. I always round up to the nearest dollar, so I'm going to pull out $139 to set aside for taxes. So that is it for my sinking funds. Now let's go ahead and add these up. So we have 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 25 plus 25 plus 139 is $339 to sinking funds this week. Alright, next up I have extra debt. I talked to you guys about the debt snowball. Our debt snowball amount has worked its way up to $173. So we pay $173 every single week towards our debt in an effort to bring the balances down and hopefully pay off all of our credit cards by the end of 2021. It's a lofty goal. We'll see if we can manage it, but I'm really, really hopeful. So $173 to our debt snowball. And lastly, I have our extra savings. So in addition, oh, Kitty's back. He really wants to be part of this video, you guys. Go on, buddy. I'm not adding anything to the pet sinking fund this week. I'm sorry. Go on. All right. So for extra savings, we are doing a couple of savings challenges throughout the year of 2021. So we are doing the Savopoly challenge, and we are doing the 52-week savings challenge. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to flip to the back of my planner where I have the printables for Savopoly and the 52-week savings challenge, and we're going to see how much money we're going to pull out of the bank for those funds. Give me just a sec. Okay, so we're going to start out with Savopoly. This is a fun savings challenge that I found on mothermeandI.com. It's set up sort of like a Monopoly board. You roll the dice, you go around the board, and the spot that you land on correlates with the amount of money you are going to save that week. Last week when I did this, I rolled my dice, and apparently I can't count because I was supposed to go 10 spaces, and I saw 9, not 10, so I messed it up last week. We're going to try not to mess it up this week. So the way that I do this is I have a dice roller app on my phone. I don't pull out an actual pair of dice, though I could totally do that. Where is my dice roller? Why can I not find it? Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to select 2 dice, and we are going to click play, and we're going to roll. So this week I'm going to move 7 spaces. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, definitely did it right this time. So we're going to start out here on this $19 space, because that's where I landed last week. Even though I did it wrong, I'm going to stick with this space as my starting out spot, and we're going to move 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to save $19 again this week. And the paycheck date is the 19th, so I'm just going to write that in here so that I can remember the space for next time. And we are going to save $19 for Savopoly this week. And then I'm going to flip to our 52-week savings challenge. And the way that I do this is I just choose a number. There's no real rhyme or reason to it. I just kind of look at how much money we made this week, how many bills we have to pay, and then I select a number that we can kind of afford. So I saved $19 for Savopoly, so we're not going to go with a super duper high number, but let's see. Let's do 11 this week. So I've chosen some pretty low numbers so far. There will definitely be weeks when I choose higher numbers. Maybe on a week when I roll for Savopoly and I'm saving a little bit less, I'll make up the difference by saving more for this 52-week savings challenge. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. At the end of the year, I will have saved $1,000 as long as I choose a different number every week. So, there's going to be some weeks like the $60 one, that's going to be tough. That'll have to definitely be a scenario where we have a week where we made a little bit of extra money, or maybe I, have less bills to pay or whatever. But for now, we're going to do $11 for the 52-week savings challenge and $19 for Savopoly. And I'm just going to write that in. So we have 19 and 11 for a total of $30 saved this week. So that is it for my budget, the last thing that I'm going to do is flip over to my cash envelope breakdown page so I can break down exactly how much cash that I need to take from the bank to fill my cash envelopes and my sinking funds, as well as those savings challenges. And we're going to figure out all of that together, and then I'll go to the bank, and then the next video will be my cash envelope stuffing. So right now I'm going to write down all of the categories and their amounts, and then we will do the cash breakdown together. Be right back. Okay, so I went in and wrote down all of the categories. I wrote down their amounts, and I did a total, so I know that I need to pull $559 out of the bank. So now I need to figure out which denominations I want, because obviously if I just take $559 out, I'm not going to get the proper denominations to be able to stuff all my cash envelopes. So we're going to start out with my husband spending. He gets $40. He wants that in 20s. So 2 20s. For my spending, we're going to do 2 20s as well. Austin is going to get $20, and he's just going to get 1 20. For gas, we're going to do 40, 2 20s for that as well. Eating out is going to get 25, so we will do a 20 and a 5. Miscellaneous is also going to get 25, so we'll do a 20 and a 5. Amazon Prime is going to get 50. Birthdays is going to get 50. And campground is going to get 50, so we're going to do a 50 for each of those. Cart maintenance is 25, so we'll do a 20 and a 5. Christmas is also 25, so we'll do a 20 and a 5. YouTube is 139, so we're going to do a $100 bill, a 20, a 10, a 5, and 4 ones. So that will be 120, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Yes, that's right. All right, so for Savopoly, we're going to do 19. So we will do a 10, a 5, and 4 ones. So that's 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Perfect. And then for the 52-week savings challenge, we will do a 10 and a 1 to make a total of 11. So now we just count this up. So we're going to do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ones. And that is the equivalent of $9. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 5s, which is $30. We're going to do 3 10s, which is also $30. We are going to do 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 20s, which is $240. We're going to do 1, 2, 3 50s for a total of $150. And we're going to do one $100 bill for a total of $100. So now I'm just going to add up these total values here and make sure that this number matches this total here, and that's how we will know we did it right. So we've got 9 plus 30 plus 30 plus 240 plus 150 plus 100 is 559, which matches this total here, so that means it's all accurate. So I'm going to pull out $559 from the bank in these denominations, and I will be back later on this week with the cash envelope stuffing. So that is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please take a minute and give it a thumbs up. That really helps me out. Leave me a comment down below and let me know how you're doing so far in the month of January. Have you been over budget? Have you been under budget? I'd love to hear from you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends.